Evette is a Freeman 23, and as a 23-foot boat she is compact, but she has 4 berths, probably better suited to 2 or 2+2, but there's everything you need, and we'll show you around, and we'll start off by making access and taking the hood down. To lower the hood, first remove the sun blind out of the way, which is stored behind the seat. 4 thumb screws which have to be undone, which are located on pegs. Take off the battens and let the whole thing lower. The vision aerial usually lives behind the seat. Underneath the helm seat there are a couple of chairs, a table, television aerial, bucket and 4 pieces which make up the sunshade. To make the sunshade, 2 stays, one in each of these, and the shade itself. It fits in recesses the helm seat and the nav seat. And the footrest. Boat hook. Television aerial. There's a socket on the starboard side, port side.
One or the other.
Pump out key lives beneath the helm seat. Life belt. And in this locker, there is dustpan, a brush, a hammer and mooring stakes. Diesel is filled on the port side, water coloured blue on the starboard side. Seacock below the floor panel. It's a hand wheel, it's a gate valve, turn it clockwise. Two battery isolators. Two bins for kitchen waste, one for waste, one for recycling. To convert the dinette into a berth, collapse the leg, it's on a catch, lift it out the slot, lower it down, rearrange the cushions into a mattress. Voila. It's an electric toilet that operates on a vacuum system, so there are seals on the lids. Lift the lid, you can see, and then use the toilet, close the lid, press the button, it will draw water in from the outside and pass it through to the holding tank. It will take a few seconds before the vacuum is released before you can open the lid, but we perhaps talk to you a bit more about it at the actual handover. Here is a view of the V berth forward. Two gauges on the bulkhead at the dinette indicate levels. One is for fresh water and one is for the holding tank. When the holding tank gets on the red and it says high, it definitely is high, so you really must to get a pump out when you next can, but it could get a little bit rural otherwise. 240 power is available through an inverter. The remote control switch is by the galley. Switch up for on. On the panel of the inverter switch, there are 5 lights. The 5 lights don't come on all the time, but when they do come on, they'll give an indication of the state of charge of the battery. So when you're getting down to just a couple of lights, it's probably a very good idea to start the engine and help save your battery and charge it up. The power is supplied to normal domestic double gang sockets, which have USB charging points for your phones. There's one in this saloon, and there's another one. That's another one. And there is another one somewhere. Okay.
There.
Yeah,
Over there. Right, underneath the television.
Underneath the television. Okay. Right. The television is connected all the time, but you'll need to switch the inverter on to be able to watch it. Switch panel at the nav station is self-explanatory, with turn switches for lights, wipers, auxiliary, shower pump, water pump, nav lights, searchlight, bilge blower. The bilge blower is not connected, it's not necessary. At the helm, the wheel is approximately a little bit more than one turn lock to lock, so the steering is very quick. It's a very manoeuvrable boat. We've got various gauges that tells you the state of what's going on: fuel, bolts, oil, temperature, rev counter, and combine gears and throttle. There is a neutral position arrow, and there's also a neutral light which comes on when it's in neutral. So to select neutral but with additional throttle, you need to pull the lever, and then that is just throttle. When you come back to neutral, you can engage reverse and more throttle, and forward and more throttle. Okay. So first thing in the morning, you'll need some heat. Once it's been hot, you won't need to heat anymore. Heat comes at the second position. The first position is on, and then turn it one more and the engine will start. It's probably going to need some throttle. We'll start it in a moment. The bow thruster has 2 on buttons. You have to press both together and a yellow light will appear, which means the bow thruster is working. Push the toggle
to the left and it will go to the left, push it to the right and it will go to the right.